Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about water pollution. What is water pollution? Water pollution, anything that is more than the natural, that will be called as a pollutant, which will imbalance the nutrients of that particular resource. Pollutions are of various types: air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, radioactive pollution, like that. Coming to pollution, what are the impaired pollutions from impaired waters? Under this section 303B of the Clean Water Act requires states to develop list of impaired waters. Those that do not meet water quality standards that states have set for them. First thing, impaired waters. State must develop list of impaired waters which do not meet the water quality standards. Next, total maximum daily load. The law requires that states establish priority rankings of impaired waters and develop total maximum daily loads for them. A total maximum daily load specifies the maximum amount of pollutant that a body of water can receive and still meet water quality standards. Here, this is very important. Total maximum daily load specifies maximum amount of pollutant that a body of water can receive and still meet water quality standards. Point source pollution versus non-point source solution. What is the difference between these two? First, we have to see point source solution. Then next, non-point source solution. Here, coming to point source solution, it comes from specific source. Take any factory, thermal factories, in hydroelectricity projects. Hydroelectricity projects, heated hot water will be come out of that project. And coming to factories also, unclean water and pesticides which are mixed with contaminants will be coming out, and that will be released into a particular water source. So that will be, what is the source of pollution? Point source pollution, like a pipe, factories, industries, municipal treatment plants, sewage treatment plants. These can be monitored and controlled by permit system. In this, hot water should not be released as it is from the factories or hydroelectricity projects. These water should be first pumped into cooling towers. After cooling only, this water has to be thrown away or will be released into the outside or released into the any water source. These can be checked by following strict rules. What is non-point solution? Source of pollution. Here, particular place, when we are talking about a particular place, that is point source of pollution. like we have already discussed, those are factories, industries, municipal treatment plants, sewerage treatment plants can be monitored. Here, coming to non-point source pollution is pollution associated with stormwater or runoff. Here, due to floods, rains, pollution will be associated with stormwater. When storms come, it will be from in that many will be inundated, trees will be there, houses, all the debris, all will be associated, all will be inside that stormwater or runoff water. In non-point pollution cannot be traced to a direct discharge point, such as a wastewater treatment facility. Here it is clear. In point source pollution, it should be a factory, industries, or sewerage plant, municipal water treatment plants, and the point will be known, and where that particular pollution source is going into, where it is going, also known in point source solution. But here in non-point source pollution, where it ends, like storm waters, lake and runoff water, where actually end the discharge point, where it ends, it can't be traced. This is the major differences between these two. First, in point source pollution, we are able to point out the source of pollution and where that pollution, from where the pollution is coming and where that polluted waters are going. But those are coming from factories, industries, but municipal water treatment plants, etc. In this non-point source pollution, in this it is associated with storm waters or runoff water. Here we can't trace the direct discharge point such as wastewater treatment facility. Examples of non-point pollutant sources. Here, non-point pollutant sources are coming from, for example, oil and grease from cars, fertilizers, animal waste, grass clippings, septic tanks or septic tank systems, sewage and cleaners from boats, household cleaning products like Lysol, anything, Lysol, Harpic, anything, or any repellents, mosquito repellents, whatever it is will be, if at all, that will be directly get into the water source, litter. For example, litter, if at all any Jatarasa takes place on that near particular water source, dumping of litter we can see. For example, many river waters are contaminated by these steps. For example, River Ganga. In River Ganga, due to Madura refineries, River Ganga waters are polluted, and moreover, there is a custom of throwing dead bodies into that river. That is also a reason for polluting of that particular water source. Anywhere, by all these reasons, oil and grease from cars, fertilizers, animal waste, grass clippings, septic system, sewage and cleaners from boats, household cleaning products, litter, etc. These are the very important non-poisonous pollutant sources which can pollute the water bodies. In this, next, pollutant transport mechanisms. Non-point pollutant source, pollutants build up on land surfaces during dry weather. During dry weather, these, what are these? Oil and grease from cars, fertilizers, animal waste, grass clippings, septic systems, sewage cleaners from boats, household cleaning products, and litter. These will build on land surfaces during dry weather. Atmospheric deposition, like if at all any sulfur dioxide released from aerosols received from these fertilizers. Next, fertilizer applications, animal waste, automotive exhaust, fluid leaks. Pollutants are washed off land surfaces during precipitation events, that is, stormwater runoff. In this, whenever the stormwater runs off, all these non-point source of pollutants will, whatever build up on dry weather on land, that can be directly washed off and get into the lakes or streams directly. The storm water can will be flow into the lakes and streams. Okay? Because in dry weather, it is building up non-point source of pollutants. After, what are that? After building in dry weather, then next, atmospheric deposition, fertilizers applications. People will be using different kinds of fertilizers on crops, and for example, on Novacron, monocrotophos, like that. Animal waste, anything of animal waste, that also. Next, automotive exhaust, fluid leaks. Pollutants are washed off the land surfaces when the rain comes, stormwater comes, precipitation will be occurring. In the case of precipitation events, all these build up on the land, atmospheric deposition, fertilization application, automotive leakouts, all will flow into the streams. This is the main cause of non-point source of pollutants which will pollute the water bodies. Pollutants build up and wash off are affected by land use. Here, pollutants, what are the pollutants? We have already said will be deposited on the land. First, these pollutants will be built up on the land in dry weather. After that, wash off are affected by land use. Impervious increases runoff. Land use changes impact buildup. Here, one should take care of, these should not be cannot be deposited on the land. Particular automobile units agrees that should be immediately addressed that should not be pile up on the land. Oil grease from cars like fertilizers, animal waste, grass clippings, septic system. These should be our sewage, cleaning, household cleaning. All these products should be immediately addressed, and these should be dumped in what is they meant for. For example, litter should be dumped in dumping yards, or else it will be polluting the water bodies. Land use changes. Land use changes also impact the buildup. If at all some areas are used, for example, some areas in some poor, poor sanitation is there, then land use, there only everything will be nearby that house only, sewerage is going on in front of them, all like that. These things happen land use because land use pattern also impacts the buildup of non-point source of pollutants. Next, linking land use to water quality. More imperviousness equal to more water. What is this statement means? Linking land use to more to water quality. More imperviousness, more water. What is this? We will see. Roads, rooftops, parking lots, and other hard surfaces that do not allow stormwater to soak into the ground. Because of when CC roads are there or blacktop roads are there, it will not allow the stormwater to soak into the ground. What is impervious cover? Provides a surface for, because of these impervious, before, what is impervious cover? Roads, rooftops, parking lots, and other hard surfaces that do not allow rainwater or stormwater to soak into the ground. What is impervious cover? This impervious cover provides a surface for accumulation of pollutants, leads to increased polluted runoff and flooding. It inhibits the recharge of groundwater. Because of impervious cover, it provides accumulation of pollutants, and it also leads to increased polluted runoff and flooding. It inhibits the recharge of groundwater because these are all stopping seepage of water into the ground. So it will inhibit the recharge of groundwater. What is the impact of non-point source pollution? Fish and wildlife, recreational water activities, for example, fish farms, prawn, aquaculture, etc. Aquaculture, marine fisheries, marine freshwater fisheries, marine water fisheries. Then wildlife, coming to crocodile, conservation, wildlife, recreational water activities. In some areas, recreational water activities like boating, then next swimming, etc. Commercial fishing, tourism. In commercial fishing tourism, in some fishing farm, it will allow tourists to enhance the tourism. It will allow fishing in water bodies. That also leads to pollution of that particular water. Then drinking. It also affects the drinking water quality. It also, because while commercial fishing tourism, take the case of commercial fishing tourism, here what happens, whatever the catamarans are, gears and crafts, mechanized crafts are used, then it will be a very to for running of that catamarans or crafts, oil should be needed. Those oil will be leakage will be directly into the water body. And moreover here in this total whatever the it also affects the commercial fishing of tourism. Next, what are all the pollutants found in runoff? First, sediment, soil particles transported from their source. For example, rainwater comes from hilly areas or it will be leaching will happen. Because of that, soil particles transported from their source. Next, toxins. What about toxins? Pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, insecticides, metals naturally occurring in soil, automotive emissions are tires, lead, zinc, mercury, petroleum, hydrocarbons, automotive exhaust fuel, oil, debris, litter and illegal dumping. In some cases, some factories will not be taking any permit for dumping particular whatever the debris coming out of that particular factory. Without the permission of government, they will be dumping that. Then whatever the debris come from that factory, they will just dump into the nearby water body. That also leads to pollution or contamination of the water bodies. That leads to water pollution. When here one more topic we have to, whenever these in a water body, fluorides, chlorides, carbonates, magnesium, calcium, like these components increase in the water, that enhances the algal growth very fast. When all of these pollutants enter into that water body, immediately because of the new growth of nutrients, it allows the rapid growth of algae that will be called as algal bloom. This also, these alga has a particular character. What is that particular? These algae will be growing very fastly, but as fast they are growing, they will soon die also. So this will cover the water bodies. Because of covering of water bodies, there will be no light penetration. Without light, the plants, whatever the zooplanktons, phytoplanktons, and inner water body inside those living organisms lives inside the water body will be die. That will be caused a process called eutrophication. Okay. Here we can see nutrients. That only here we are telling. Various types of materials that become dissolved and suspended in water, commonly found in fertilizers, plant material, nitrogen, phosphorus. What is biological oxygen demand? Biological oxygen demand shows when the water is polluted, biological demand, oxygen demand also increases. This leads to eutrophication. We have already, what is eutrophication? When the nutrients increase in the water bodies, that will be helping rapid growth of algae. This algae rapid grown algae will be called algal bloom. Algae has a particular character. As fast as they grow, as fast as they will die also, and it will cover that particular water body, resulting into eutrophication. That is again leads to high demand of biological oxygen. So oxygen is depleted. When light is not penetrated, plants, phytoplanktons can't prepare their food by use because of non-availability of sunlight. So that leads to they cannot release oxygen. So oxygen depletion will be done. Next, because of bacterial and pathogens. Here one more thing, biological oxygen demand is BOD and COD also there, that is chemical oxygen demand. Okay. Bacteria, pathogens originating from pets, waterfall, failing septic systems, open, keeping in this our government banned open defecation. When rains in rainy season, due to open defecation, that will be piling up on the land, and the rainy season it will directly get into the water body. That also leads to contamination of water or pollution of water and septic system. Failing of septic system also leads to contamination of water. In this, for example, drinking water pipe and drainage pipe are side by side. When these drinking water pipes are broken, immediately that will come into the drinking water. Whatever the sewage pipes or drainage pipes, from that these also water, drinking water can also be polluted. Okay. Thermal stress, heated. From factories, heated runoff water heated and runoff. It is not the directives of government. Government give directions to first any factory must cool the hot water and then only it should leave that water into the streams. Heated runoff and removal of streamside vegetation. Streamside vegetation. Due to removal of streamside vegetation also, water bodies are polluted. What are the potential sources of pollutants found in residential area? Nutrients, for example, fertilizers and septic systems. Septic systems are not well accept from septic system, whatever the drainage water, sewage water, that also contaminates the water. Pathogens. What are all the pathogens? Pet waste and septic systems. Here also again septic system. Sediment. Construction, road, sand, soil erosion. These are the reasons. When sand or soil deposited in a stream, that will be leads to pollution, that leads to pollution of that particular water body. Toxic pesticides, household products like anything, mosquito repellents maybe, or sprays like Baygon spray, anything which kills cockroaches, mosquitoes, etc. Debris. Litter and illegal dumping. Thermal, heated runoff, removal of streamside vegetation, etc. And coming to pollutants from agriculture. What are all the pollutants from agriculture? Sediment, nutrients, pathogens and pesticides. Sediments, nutrients, pathogens and pesticides. Pathogens we have already discussed: bacteria, virus, etc. Pesticides, different kinds of pesticides are used in agriculture. For example, monocrotophos, novacron, malathion, like that. Why are these pollutants? Sometimes, for example, pollutants are sometimes important. Why? Sediment reduces the light penetration in stream, clogs gills of fish and aquatic invertebrates. Nutrients acts as fertilizer for algae and aquatic plants, which can cause highly varying dissolving oxygen levels. At a low demand of oxygen levels, the aquatic life has potential to be, we have already told, biological oxygen demand. When oxygen is levels are decreased, that leads to harm to the aquatic life. Toxics can impact life and contaminate drinking water supplies. Bacteria pathogens are an indicator of possible viruses present in the system. This is all about water pollution. Keeping in this water pollution, government introduced NEERI, a program to clean the sewerage water. This is all about this source. I would like to acknowledge this from the source is internet. Thank you.